A standout moment at last night's State of the Union address, President Trump seemingly ignoring House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's hand stretched out for a handshake. But the big talker, Pelosi, ripping a printout of Trump's speech behind him after his address. Those moments went viral. But more than that, they highlight the long-running and increasingly bitter political feud between the two-party leaders. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is from San Francisco, and her daughter, Christine Pelosi, is here with ABC 7 News anchor Kristen.
Thanks, Alma and Larry. So Christine Pelosi is not only Madam Speaker's daughter, she is also California Democratic Party's Women's Caucus Chair. Christine, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so it was the rip really seen around the world. It spawned hashtags such as Nancy Pelosi rocks, Nancy the Ripper, Pelosi tantrum. You know her better than anyone else, of course. So tell me, were you surprised? I mean, did she plan that?
No, not. I wasn't really surprised, and no, she didn't plan it. What happened was the State of the Union began. The president refused her outstretched hand, and then he proceeded to give a speech, which was really an election speech to the Republican Party and not a speech to the nation, outlining the budget as a statement of our values and ways that we could come together as Americans. And, you know, with lie after lie and what she later called a manifesto of mistruths, finally, when it was over, she simply took about 3 seconds to very silently do with the speech what she thought it was necessary to do after he had torn up the Constitution and shredded the truth. She decided to tear up the speech.
And you said it's in keeping with her Italian grandmother status.
Well, yes, as I told you before when I came to visit about my book, The Nancy Pelosi Way. Nancy Pelosi was raised in Baltimore, and my grandmother, Nancy D'Alessandro, her mother, was really a very strong matriarch of the family. When I was in college, I went to my grandparents' home, and there was a guest there who was disrespecting my grandfather, arguing with him and being rude and disrespectful. So at one point, my grandmother just got up and cleared the guest's plate and went into the kitchen. We heard a crashing sound. She came back, silently sat down. Later, we went into the kitchen to start to serve dessert, and we realized that she had broken that person's plate in half and put it in the trash. She never said anything. She just did it. And so when I saw my mom do that last night, I thought, that's the Italian grandma move.
That was the statement there with the ripping. All right. Well, we've certainly seen your mother make her feelings known very publicly in the past, right? There was last year's State of the Union when she had that clap for President Trump. And then there was that very public one in October where she literally stood up to the president in front of his whole cabinet, essentially pointing her finger at him before walking out of that meeting. So now this, what do you say to the folks who wonder, hey, is this when they go low, we go high? What happened to that?
This is when they go low, we call them out for being low and ask them to rise to the occasion. You're supposed to be president of the entire country. And again, let's look at where we are right now. We are about to put forward a budget that's a statement of our values. When you look at what happened with the impeachment trial and the partisan acquittal, with the exception of Mitt Romney, what you're also seeing is a call for closer examination. When Congress appropriates money, we expect it to be spent. We don't expect it to be held hostage. We don't expect it to be used for a partisan political purpose. So I think what you're going to find is that for President Trump, the election started last night, but for everyone else in the Congress, they still have a year of working together to try to get a budget done for the American people, including prescription drugs and infrastructure.
Look, no matter what, though, the president gets to say he was exonerated, and his approval ratings have been on the rise lately. Looking at what happened, do you think, and I know when you and your mom get together, you talk about family, not so much about the impeachment, but would you say, based on what you know, she would say this was all worth it?
The Constitution is worth it. The Constitution is always worth it. And as Adam Schiff said in his beautiful closing argument, it's worth, if nothing else, watching the last 2 minutes of it. Of course, our democracy is worth it if right matters, if truth matters, if decency matters, if all of these career civil servants and foreign service officers who came forward and said, this is not the way that a democracy should operate, not for the whims of an individual or a political party, but for the good of the people. Of course it matters. Of course it matters to shine a light on that. He will be impeached for life, and hopefully we will be more aware for life of what is right for the country to do.
All right, Christine Pelosi, always good seeing you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.